Let's get to it. Another live. Been doing these nightly. I'm loving it. These are great. These are great. Been doing these pop-up lives too throughout the evening. Let's see, throughout the day, I'm doing these pop-up lives during the day, and then I'm doing these nightly lives where we get into it. We're talking about don't self-victimize. I think that's what I titled it or something like that. I gotta write. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Life happens for you. Don't self-victimize. Life happens for you. Don't self-victimize. And some things are easier for you than they are for others. So that's what we're gonna get into tonight. I'm gonna wait a few minutes just to see if this winds up. A minute in. Let's go. All right. See, it's really basic. A good exercise to do is to find out. A big realization I had was how much I self-victimized. That was like hands down one of the biggest like OMGs that I had. Like, dang, I do that a lot. That's not good. And that very day where my life changed directions, where I got that one of my last missing puzzle pieces. I think I had like 2 or 3 out of this huge puzzle of why can't I figure out this whole life thing? I know that there's more. I know that there's more to this. I know I'm meant for more. I'm smart. I'm hardworking, good work ethic. I can figure stuff out. I do a lot with a little. I have ambition. I don't get tired. I can go. I have what is it? I don't get discouraged easy. No matter how many times I fail, I persevere. I don't stop. I don't quit. It could get so messed up, and I'll still keep on going. So I have all these great qualities. I knew it, and I recognized them. It's not like, oh, that's like whatever. No. I knew I was hella gifted. I got a lot of great gifts. A lot of the stuff just came just naturally programmed, and my bloodline, it just came like that. A lot of this stuff was instilled in me. A lot of great things as I was growing up from my folks, but I just couldn't figure out. And then I got those last excuse me. I got those last puzzle pieces that I was missing, which was one of them. Stop self-victimizing. Life doesn't happen to me, it happens for me. And I was like, what? When I realized that, I was like, let me see, what's this all about? And right away I was like, okay, let's see, what's this last thing that just happened to me? Okay, I can't figure. At the time, I was, whatever business I was doing at the time, I was like, I'm gonna get these so I start seeing Mr. Lil Bro. Hey, what's up, Mr. Lil Bro? Hey, you like the shirt? Right on, Jared. Heck yeah, the Cubesters. I watched that whole. I was one of the OGs when I saw NWA come together. One of the Todd, man. I woke up today, Todd. That's how life is treating me today. I woke up today. I woke up with a blessing. I woke up. Everything after that is just icing on the cake, bruh. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you subscribe. We talk about personal development here, my personal journey, and then I encourage you to inspire you, I should say, hopefully inspire you and encourage you to start your journey on personal development. And then I also answer any questions that you may have about sharing your journey on YouTube, because I think it's our duty to share our journey to inspire someone else, just like someone inspired me. Hopefully I inspire you, and you can inspire someone else to continue to get better and better and better, and just elevate and live to your full potential. Live your life on purpose. That's what we're talking about here today, is how to not self-victimize, because life happens for you, not to you. And what is easy for someone to not self-victimize about is something so difficult for somebody else to not self-victimize about, and vice versa. Switch it around. So we'll get into it. So I'm telling the story of whoops, let's see, what did I press? Oh, I pressed something. See, Rylan, what's up? I usually don't do highs or anything during this because it breaks my train of thought, and then I lose my kind of where I was going. During the pop-up lives that I do throughout the day, I think I did like 3 or 4 of them today. One I did inside the store. I was inside of Walmart. I went live in there, and then I did 2 or 3 of them inside my car, and then we just talk about the subject that we're going to talk about in the evening, which is this live. And then I do shout-outs to anybody that pops in, Q&As if you have any questions about personal development or YouTubing. That's the place where I kind of do that. Here, but something just told me to come in here. Yeah, nothing's ever. That's right. Nothing's ever. No, actually, you know what? I get you, but I mean, we'll get into that's another topic too. We'll talk about one thing that helped me change just the way, and then I'll get back to this. That changed just the way I feel is when I took responsibility for everything that happens. Everything is because of me. Everything is my fault. If I don't like something, that's my fault. If something doesn't work out, if I don't like anything, anything that happens that's just like somebody forgot to take out the trash is my fault. Someone spilled something in the kitchen, that's my fault too. Everything, I take responsibility for everything, and it just totally changes the perspective. I could have done better to prevent that. I could have my the way I see it. If I could change the way I see it, it completely changes the direction. I can't get. No one could mess with my attitude. No one can mess with my mood. No one can mess with my day if I take responsibility for everything. If I come home and someone left the gate open, that's my fault. I should have made it a point to, and I'll come up with something creative. I should have reminded them to shut the gate. I should have put a automatic gate closer, something like that. Anyways, we're staying on subject here. So see, I did lose my train of thought. Give me a second here, see if I can remember. So, oh yeah, once I realized that everything is, I lost it again. Hold on. Give me a sec. I'll get to it. And that's why I don't get into the comments during the live, because this happens. Let's see. I was talking about where I was at when I realized that I was doing this a lot. I was self-victimizing. Everything was happening for me. Everything was happening to me. And I checked and I was checking and I realized that, yeah, everything does. Well, anyways, I think this is where I was at. So I apologize if I messed up, but for the most part, we're there. When I was taught that whole idea of stop self-victimizing, life happens for you, not to you, I was like, really? It's like, okay, let me check out a few things. Okay, this at the current stage, I think this is where I was at. At the current stage of my life, I had a reselling business. Like, okay, why isn't this working as good as it should be? Or I see others working. This is happening to me. Okay, let's switch that. No, this is happening for me. And the line goes like this. Life happens for me, not to me. There's something to learn here. Be thankful about something within the situation. Okay, so there's something to learn here. This is not happening. The fact that it's not working as good as I want to, it's not because that's not happening to me. It's happening for me. I think, really? Okay. There's something to learn here. What is it? Great question. Something. Be thankful, gratitude about something within the situation. It's not working. Oh my gosh. I'm supposed to be thankful that it's not working? Yeah. How? Get creative. I get to experiment with it. I'm experiencing it. I've learned so much. I didn't know I could do what I have accomplished in it already. That's pretty dang cool. Wow, I've come a long way. I self-taught me this. That's crazy. I am making some pretty good progress with it. Not as much as I want to, not as much as I thought I would, but hey, very good. I learned a lot about, flipping stuff, and I was able to teach my kids how to do it and tell my wife how to do it a little bit. I met a lot of people, met a lot of good friends. I learned how this worked. I still, to this day, talk to a guy from Austin who used to live down here in California for a while. He gifted me a cycling shirt to my son when he was like 8. He's 23 now. It's like, dang, this is a great experience. It's not working as best as I want to in the sense of growth, financial growth, and growing the actual business. But I'm thankful for all the stuff that I have learned. Gratitude during a time of adversity. Damn, what a freaking rarity! That all of a sudden it's like, shit, this is pretty rad. This is dope. Well, what am I complaining about? And you change the course of where your life is going by realizing that life doesn't ever happen to you. It happens for you. Now, we're always excited when stuff's going good, when blessings are happening, when your team wins, when you get that smile, when you get the green lights, when when everything's going good, when everybody's driving perfect on the road. These glasses hurt today. When everybody's driving perfect on the road, when there's no issues, when you have more money at the end of the month instead of more month and no more money. we're jazzed. We're thankful then, all thankful this, all thank, and we should be. But what happens is that, okay, so we're grateful and in a great attitude when there's no adversity, there's no issues, everything's going great. Oh, but don't let some little bullshit happen, because right away, oh, this is bullshit. I can't believe this is happening. Wah, wah, wah. Talking shit, hating, whining, complaining, bitching. We can't be grateful when stuff's not going our way. Why? Because that's just our mental. That's the way we've been trained. That's the way we're accustomed. That's our habit. Now, habits create our reality. What controls our habits? Our thoughts, feelings, and actions, in that order. Thoughts, feelings, and actions are led by thoughts, then feelings, then actions. And the thoughts are controlled by your energy, your frequency. In common words, your attitude. What kind of attitude that you have. So if you're complaining and self-victimizing when things don't go your way, that's low-level shit right there. So then your thoughts are low, your feelings are low, and your actions are low. Then you're wondering why things are not working. That's the energy you're putting out. Those are the habits you're putting out. Your habits create your reality. If you want to change your reality, you got to change your habits. You want to change your habits, you got to change your thoughts, feelings, and actions. In order to change your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you got to change your attitude, high-level attitude. And someone who's always self-victimizing cannot have a high-level attitude. They're always talking shit. They're always whining, bitching, complaining. You cannot have a high attitude when you're self-victimizing. So the test that I did, the experiment I did, the exercise that I did that very special day when this was brought to my attention and I learned this, is for the rest of the day, if it's still early where you're at, or when you're watching this on the replay, pay attention, be aware. Awareness is such a valuable tool. Be aware from this moment forward for the rest of the day, or tomorrow if it's already later in the day. But you'd be surprised what you still self-victimize about, even if you're just winding down right now and calling it a night. Watch how many times in one day you self-victimize. And you whine and complain and bitch and think that that's happening to you. From the moment you wake up, oh man, I'm tired. I felt like I didn't sleep that much. This always happens to me. Right? You get up, you go do your morning routine, wash your face, brush your teeth, get all your, looking sharp, your hair, your face, you dial in, you get all cleaned up, you get dressed. Then you start realizing maybe you're running late. Man, there you go. You get upset and you get that. Maybe you don't say, this always happens to me. You don't say that all the time, but you get irritated. You get in a bad mood. You get upset, you get pissed, whatever you want. Now you start rushing. Now you're in a bad mood. Now you're sharp. You're edgy with other people, your pets even. Why? Now you're in a low mood. You're in a bad mood because you have a low attitude, because you're self-victimizing. You don't necessarily always say, "Oh, this happens to me." You don't say it, but your actions show that you feel it. You get pissed. Why? Because it's not going your way. And when it's not going your way, it's happening to you. And the way you have instant gratification to shake your finger at the sky, is to show that you're upset. That makes you instantly feel good. That's how I deal with when things not going to me. That falls under the 3 categories. Remember? Whining, bitching, complaining. So you don't necessarily have to say, man, this is happening to me. No, but your reactions to what's happening, the fact that you don't agree with the adversity, running late, adversity, can't find your socks, adversity, no more creamer for the coffee, adversity, not enough creamer for the coffee, huge adversity, right? You can't find the little shaker for your protein shake if you roll that way already. You can't find your keys. I don't know if that's still a thing. You step on something wet before you put on your shoes. Now your socks are wet. Now you got to change. All these little things that irritate you, aggravate you, get you in a bad mood. That's your reaction to the entitlement that you have. To that shouldn't be happening to me. Everything should be perfect. There it is right there. That shouldn't be happening to me. I'm so entitled that I should not have to go through any adversity. And because I am, adversity, problems, issues, bullshit. But because I am, I am going to be pissed. I'm mad now because I'm an entitled little baby. That's life happening to you. That's your reaction. That's the way you think it shouldn't happen to you that way. You shouldn't have to go through any bullshit. Go through that. Check that tomorrow if you're watching this late, or if it's still early in the day on the replay. Watch how much you get upset when things don't go your way. How often, how many times. And pay attention. I'm telling you, you have to have high levels of awareness to this. Don't just live your day casually. Today I'm going to pay attention on how many times I get aggravated about the tiniest things. You can't flip the page on some book you're reading or a magazine. A lady standing too close to you at the supermarket. You get cut off. I mean, I could just think of quite a bit. The table's dirty where you sit down. You forgot the napkins. There's no more of your favorite hot sauce at the supermarket. The store's too packed. They close early. They don't have the item that they said that they had. The employee at the store talked to you some type of way, looked at you some type of way. You think someone's copying you, your neighbors are copying you, or someone at work's copying you, and whatever. That's all low-level attitude. That's all you feeling that sense of entitlement that shouldn't happen to, that shouldn't be happening to you. That's you not agreeing with the way things are going. Therefore, life is happening to you. You'd be surprised. I know it was. Anybody that I've taught this exercise to always says, "Damn, I can't believe how much I do that." You can't find that app that you had on your phone. You can't find that email. And then you got, those are just like basic baby head ones. You could also have like bigger ones, some bigger adversity. You get a little paper cut, you cut yourself maybe where you're shaving, wherever it is that you're doing that. Someone, the door hits your car or whatever. Your air conditioning stops working and it's hot AF in your car. Those are a little bit more like, a little bit more than just no more creamer in the fridge, right? Oh, you open the refrigerator and it doesn't seem like it's cooling anymore, and you just bought a ton of groceries, and then you realize you open the ice thing and the ice is all melted. It's confirmed this shit ain't working anymore. Dang. Your dryer starts making that squeaking noise. There's usually 2 or 3 things that happen to you, right? You get that phone call that, hey, we don't need you to come in today, or hey, HR wants to talk to you, or your apps aren't working, or you go turn on your car and guess what? It turns, but it doesn't turn on. Dang. And you could probably get creative and figure out what other stuff could happen. I don't want to start being, talking about all the negative stuff that could happen, but pay attention and see all the stuff that happens that you typically see it as it happening to you. You get upset, you get pissed, you get this. It's usually the smaller stuff that really surprises you. The bigger stuff, I could see why. I mean, who, when you're new at this, who ever wants to hear any tough news, any adversity, any issues? But I'm telling you, once you realize how this bends the universe in your favor, you're gonna be like, bring it. That's all you got. Let's go. I know I won't be given something bigger anything bigger that I cannot handle. And the prize comes within adversity. If I could pass that test without bitching, whining, or complaining or self-victimizing, I get the prize once the dust settles. Because all dust settles. All adversity settles. Eventually, you'll get a new refrigerator. You'll get your AC fixed. You'll get a different car. The issues will stop at work. You'll get a different job. Business will get better. All the issues will stop. Everything settles. But during the course of the issue, which is the setup, the conflict, the resolution, did you bitch, whine, or complain during that time? If you didn't, you built discipline. You gain your gifted confidence from the source of creation, and all your goals get a little closer. And the ones that were about to hit you, boom, they hit. Whoa, I didn't expect that to happen. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, dang, that's crazy. That worked out. That opportunity. I heard this. You get a phone call that says, who wants to talk to me? Hello, hey, yeah, let's go. Why? Because you passed the test. The test of the issues that happen to you. From the tiniest issues, like the example I did a little bit ago, the tiniest ones. The stepping on the puddle, the alarm not going off at the right time, the I can't find my keys. If during that tiniest of adversities you change your ways and you stop self-victimizing and start realizing that life is happening for you, every single issue is for you. It's these tests that are being just shot to you by the source of creation, by the universe, by God. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. There he goes, always bitching, whining, and complaining and making himself the victim. Fail, 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 fail. Low attitude, low attitude, low attitude. Low attitude means what? Low thoughts, low feelings, low actions, followed by low habits. What do you mean? Low habits. Low habits does what? Create your reality. Bang. Then you're thinking, oh, this negative shit's always happening to me. No, it's happening for you, and you don't know how to play the rules of the game. Once you change it, issues, adversity, problems. We call them problems just so you understand what I'm talking about, but I just mean challenges. But we'll keep on calling them problems for the sake of the video. Problems. They come. Now you hit up with gratitude. Life happening for me, not to me. There's something to learn here. Be thankful, grateful, gratitude about something within the situation. Another one, gratitude. Another one, gratitude. Another one, gratitude. Another one, gratitude. He's passing. Pass the test. Discipline starts building. You're gifted that confidence. You feel good. You don't wear feel good. You feel good. It radiates from the inside out. You start building that discipline muscle. You start building that confidence muscle. And everywhere you go, that's where you're at. You bring that value. You bring that value of discipline and confidence. Don't you just feel it when someone confident comes in the room? Not courageous. There's a difference between somebody who comes in who has courage. That's not confidence. Confidence just they say nothing. They don't make no noise, and then just walk in and you're like, do you want that person on your team? It just seems like a cool ass person. That's confidence. That's gifted by the source of creation. That's an energy that comes as a gift by passing those tests, by passing those problem tests. So that means by passing all those tests, what do you have? That's someone with a high attitude. What comes next? High thoughts, high feelings, high actions, high habits, high reality. That's how you start bending the universe to work in your favor. You start learning these rules. But first, like I was saying with the initial title of the video and what this whole live was about tonight, this live stream. Thanks for coming, by the way. Anybody who's here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. And the little hearts down here too. Those help, I'm sure. Realize, pay attention your full day and realize how many times, and the ones that are more embarrassing, the ones that are more like, I can't believe I've been like that all these years, is the little ones. The little ones, I ran out of toothpaste and you're like, I can't believe I ran out of toothpaste. Like, really? That was an opportunity to win, but you just failed by complaining. You sit down and you forget your fork. That's complaining. That's complaining. That's whining. Fail. Instead of saying, thank you, I get to get up and go get it. I'm glad I could get up. I'm glad I have forks. I'm glad I have food. I'm glad I have somewhere to sit down to enjoy this. It's all those things to be grateful for, but yet we complain because we have to get up again. Oh my goodness, you have the muscles to get up. You have the energy, if you can. It's so easy to complain. It's so easy to fail the test because that's what typically we were exposed to growing up. That's all we saw. Now, if you're ready to level up, if you're ready to develop, to become and start living your full potential, to start living on purpose because you just feel it inside, this is your call. These videos that come up that ring, that just like, hey, this kind of makes sense, bro. That's the curiosity that's hitting not only in here, but in here. So use your courage, which I know you have, to run with this, to go down that rabbit hole, to say, fuck it, let me try it. Let me try to see tomorrow. I'm going to count how many times I self-victimize. First of all, I'm going to hit the like button and subscribe. That way I get notified when Big Al goes live again. So we can talk more about personal development and my journey and the things that I've done and how they've helped me. That's all I'm doing. I'm sharing what I learned, that I applied. I didn't just learn it and I'm regurgitating it here. No, I learned it. I applied it. And I said, oh, damn, this works. I need to go be generous with the wisdom that I picked up. Let me go share it in hopes to inspire you to do the same thing. That's all I'm doing here. So do that exercise. Try it. I'm telling you, try it. Tomorrow, go see how many times you bitch, whine, and complain about the tiniest little things. You'd be surprised. By midday, you'll be like, man, that's all I do. I whine, I complain, I self-victimize. And then you can wait till the end of the day, or if you realize how ridiculous you've been carrying yourself with that self-victimizing shit, you could just stop and say, oh God, I'm embarrassed, I'm done, I don't want to do that no more. And you do the second part to this exercise, which is, from this moment on, I will not self-victimize. I do realize that, and you got to memorize this line. Write it on a piece of tape and post it somewhere on a post-it note or whatever. Life happens for me, not to me. There's something to learn here. Then you have to be thankful about something within the situation, within the adversity, within the challenge, the problem, if you will. That one gets a little tough sometimes. I just ruined my favorite Ice Cube shirt. I put bleach on it. How can I be thankful about that? That's where creativity comes in. That's where you really have to look deep and reflect and like, did you wear it all day before the stain happened? Well, yeah. Aren't you grateful that you got to wear it all day? Well, yeah. Is this the first time you wear it? No, it was like the third time I wore it. You got to wear it 3 times? You were alive to wear it 3 times? Shouldn't you be grateful for that? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Was it a gift? Did you find it? Did you steal it? No, I bought it. Oh, okay. With money. Yeah. Was it your money? Yeah. Shouldn't you be grateful that you had? Did you find the money? No, I earned it for what I do for work. Oh, so you have work. Oh, so you have a way to earn money. And you use that money to help the economy and buy the shirt. Yeah. So, okay, so we're already like on 4, 5, 6 things and we're just, have you gotten any compliments about the shirt? Yeah, a bunch of times. But I won't be able to anymore because I don't have, no. We're talking about what has happened, stuff to be grateful for. I don't know, I'm just noticing it. You're wearing it on a body. Yeah. Whose body is that? Well, mine. Aren't you grateful that you have a body to put that on? Like, oh shit. Is it functioning? Or is it... No, it's functioning. Okay, so you got a bleach stain on your shirt and you don't rock that and you're done and you're going to get rid of it. What an opportunity to replace that great shirt that gave you great memories that you bought with your money, that you got complimented with, that you felt good wearing. Now it's time to put it behind you and replace it and buy another shirt. Could be the exact same one if you want, or it could be something different, maybe Too Short, maybe E40. I don't know. Maybe the Beastie Boys. I don't know. But now you have an opportunity now that you can focus on how cool. I'm so grateful. Now I get to buy a new shirt because this one just doesn't fit my style no more with the bleach stain that I got here. See the shift? Is it difficult? Hell yeah, it is. It's hard. It's hard to be grateful about some adversity, some bullshit that happens to you. That's why nobody does it. That's why not a lot of people do it. It's a small percentage of people, which is why what? You see them call them. It's the 1%ers. It's a small amount of people that rise above. Because it's hard. It's difficult. It's rare. But guess what? Rare is valuable. Don't you want to be valuable so you can bring value to the table? You get to the table and you're like, can you believe this bullshit that's happened? And the stain and this and then the bleach and that's my favorite shirt. That's horseshit. I can't believe this. Oh, great. What about if you come up? Dang, bro, look at what happened. Oh, that's messed up. But I know I had it. I got to wear it 3 times, so that's cool. But guess what? Hey, I saw, your boy wearing a Too Short shirt. Do you know where he got it? Oh, yeah, he got it over here at the shop over here. Oh, dope. I'm going to go get it. Hey, you want to go? Like, no, I can't, whatever. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go after work or I'm going to go after the day. I'm going to go pick up my new shirt. I can't wear this. That's cool. But I'm thinking maybe I'm going to cut this out and just kind of pin it on my wall or something in the garage. That's cool. Hey, sorry about your shirt. Yeah, I know it happens, dude. But hey, I get to buy a new one. It's cool. People hear that at the table and you're like, what a great attitude. Maybe, just maybe you inspire that person to say, hey, how do you do it? I'll always be in a good mood. They probably won't say attitude, they'll say good mood. Why are you always cheery? You find the good in things. Are you like delusional or you just, you're fake or you're not real? It's like, no, that is the question. You asked. You really want me to tell you? Yeah. Then that's you being an inspiration. That's you bringing value to the table. No one's gonna say, "Hey, how do you bitch, whine, and complain so much? That's pretty cool how you do that. Can you show me how to do it?" No, because chances are they already probably do it. If you're rare, you're different, you're valuable, someone's going to eventually notice, whether it's in your real life world or here on YouTube when you start making videos about this. If you're in here too, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get notified when I go live. And I do these lives every night. We get into it when it comes to my personal development journey, answering questions you may have maybe, and also teaching you how to share and inspiring you, hopefully inspiring you and encouraging you to share your personal development journey on YouTube. And so it'll be here. You could inspire people here telling your story, or literally like when you're walking around at your home, at your place where you work, at your school, whatever it is that you do, walk around, your hobbies. They can say, hey, you can inspire them in real life, and then you'll share it with them. Now you're bringing value. Now you're giving it away, straight up. Just what I'm doing here. You're giving it away. Better to give than to receive. You get back what you put out. Treat others as you would like to be treated. So guess what happens when you're giving away goodness to help others better themselves? You're rewarded. The universe, the source of creation, God starts rewarding you for helping others with your goodness. That's why we got to realize how much we self-victimize so we can stop it and actually realize that these issues, problems, adversities, bullshits are gifts to level up if we pass the test. But first of all, we got to realize how much we do it. And you realize how you do it, and you realize how much you do it when you start paying attention to your day and like, really, how much do I self-victimize, even from the tiniest shit? Not the big stuff. I get it, and we shouldn't either. But baby steps. And the most embarrassing one, I think, is when we do take a whole day or half a day to realize, hey, how much do I self-victimize? Let's see. I don't think I do it that much, but let's see. And watch. Within a few hours, you'll be like, damn, I'm like 10 deep already. This is embarrassing. So you do that second part. Remember, it's life happens for me. Anytime an issue happens, boom, ow, or dang. Oh, wait. Check yourself. Let's go. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You go, life happens for me, not to me. Don't even pick up the spilled milk yet. Just let it drip. Life happens for me, not to me. There's something to learn here. Be thankful within something within the situation. Okay, I'm glad I enjoyed a little bit of milk. Okay, let's say you didn't drink it. I'm glad I got to pour it. Now I get to clean it. I got the stuff to clean it. Let's clean it. Okay, what's there to learn here? Okay, maybe I shouldn't put the cup so close. Simple as that. You don't have to come up with a ton of them. It could be something as simple as that. Maybe I shouldn't put the cup so close. Maybe that cup of milk had something that I shouldn't have drank that would have caused me some issues. I'm so thankful if that was the case. Maybe just staying here cleaning this up is keeping me from something else happening. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that and you go down the whole, I had the milk. I didn't get to drink it, but I got to enjoy pouring it. I pulled it out of the refrigerator. I have a refrigerator. I have a cool cup. Now I get to serve myself another one. I'm grateful that I got another cup that I'm going to go get, that I'm going to go serve. Oh, that's a bunch of gratitude. Now, what can I learn? I learned that I shouldn't put the cup so dang close. I learned that I should probably level up my awareness and pay more attention so I'm not so clumsy. I shouldn't have spilled it. But now I know that I should. What's there to learn? That I shouldn't have spilled it. That I should pay more attention. That maybe I should put it a little further, and pay attention as I'm pulling my hand away. Now I could adjust my glasses, my plate, my napkin, get everything. But that took place in order to put you on check, to bring you awareness. There's something to learn. So learn what there needs to learn. Ask, what is it that there needs to be learned? Pay more attention so that doesn't happen again. Cool. Thank you. Thank you that I learned the lesson. If there's more lessons, please bring them. I'll be paying more attention as I'm enjoying my meal or enjoying my second cup of milk. Watch, I'm going to pay attention even more on my second cup of milk. At that point, the issue has settled. You won. Because you didn't bitch, whine, or complain or self-victimize. And watch how your day just starts to change. You're going to be like, whoa, you're going to get the chills. The chills for sure. You'll come back here on this live. Make sure you subscribe and like. You'll come back here on this live and you'll go on the comments and be like, bro, I did it. And you're right. You do get the chills. Why do you get the chills? We'll talk about that in another video. But you get the chills when you're like spot on, when you're hitting it, when you're connected with your conscience, when you're just driving right there. You're listening to what you're supposed to be doing, and you're not getting in your own way by trying to be, letting your ego control you, trying to be stubborn and say, no, I know more than my conscience. I got this shit. I'm going to whine and complain and throw things and get pissed and just leave it like that. Who cares? Well, flip the table over. Fuck it. Relax. Why don't you be rare, be valuable, elevate yourself, become that better version of you, and instead of making yourself the victim, bitching, whining, and complaining and being a baby, you turn around and say, you know what? No, life happens for me, always, not to me. There's something to learn here, and I'm thankful about, there you go. You know, go back a little bit on the video and I'll give more examples on how you could be thankful for. It could be just as simple as, I woke up today. There'll come a day where they'll be like, nah, Albert didn't wake up today. Something happened to him yesterday, and today he's no longer here. That wasn't today. I woke up today. That's something to be thankful for. And then you go on. Your day, if you start that like midday and you're like, no, all the bullshit that happens to me, I'm no longer self-victimizing. I'm going to do that whole chant, like life happens for me, not to me. There's something to learn here. Be thankful about something within the situation. And I'll tell you, by the end of the day, you have shifted the direction of the way your day would have typically gone with your old habits, because your habits create your reality. You start stop self-victimizing, you're changing your habits. Therefore, you're changing your reality. How did you change that habit? By changing my thoughts, my feelings, my actions. What's my thoughts? Not self-victimizing. How does that make me feel? Better. It puts me on check. What are your actions? I'm being grateful. Gratitude. In order to do those three, you have to have a what? A high attitude. What's my high attitude? Well, it started by you saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to count how many times I self-victimize tomorrow. That only comes from somebody with the high attitude. Anybody with the low attitude would have signed off already and said, forget this shit. This guy's crazy. I'm a low attitude. But you, for some reason or another, elevated your attitude through your curiosity and your courage. You said, no, I'm going to try this. Boom, high attitude. Good thoughts. Good feelings. Good actions. Change your habits. What's my new habit now? My new habit is to not self-victimize. I used to do it, but that's the old me. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm going over here. I'm gonna be the 1%er. I'm gonna be the rare. I'm gonna be the valuable. You switch it to this side, you start changing your what? Your reality, because your habits create your reality. It's all the rules of the game. You start changing, you start applying these rules that govern everybody. These rules don't matter. Everybody's running on their own lane. Everybody has their own mission, their own journey here in life. But we're all governed by the same rules. These are the rules that we're just, if you learn how to play by the rules, you can start bending the universe in your favor. This is one of the most basic ones that changed my life, the direction into my life, the same day I started doing it. And I'm doing it, I did it the exact same way I'm telling you to do it here, which is start counting how many times you self-victimize. Starting tomorrow, or if you're watching this on the replay, whatever, if it's still the afternoon, just start today. How many times you bitch, whine, or complain, or self-victimize? This always happens to me, or I get mad. Go to the beginning of the video. Explain it on how we self-victimize. Get upset. I'm so entitled. This shouldn't happen to me. That's you whining, complaining, bitching, self-victimizing. Do that exercise. How many times it happens? How many times I do that in a day, and then completely switch and go the opposite. With gratitude. It's tough, but you'll change the direction of where your life's going. All right, let's see if we got any comments here that are before I even get into them. Thank you for every single comment that comes in. It helps the video out. You'd be surprised on how much it helps the video out. Any comment, in every comment. So don't trip. Okay, I said hi on these. Let's see. So hello, yo. I got a couple hellos. Charlie says hello. Nicole says hello. Bad says hello. Oh, another good compliment. Another compliment on the shirt. Hey, I appreciate it, Charlie. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of compliments on this shirt. David, appreciate it. David, thank you for the comments. Oh, 3 comments. Heck yeah. Let's see. All right. Let's go. getting pushed up. I love it. Getting it, helping it out. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, wherever you're at, wherever you want to put out is exactly what you get back. So if it's high level, even like with the comments, you put a high level comment. Guess what? That's the way you're gonna be treated back. Whether it, I don't even, you know, make YouTube videos. How am I gonna get poor comments? It's not straight. It's not like equal. You'll get it somewhere else. You put out good stuff, good intentions, good thoughts. Guess what you get back? Good intentions, good thoughts from the universe, from out there, from other people. Stuff starts going in your direction. You start looking different. You start feeling different. Like, wow, you know, you start having a different perspective towards life. You start tracking your food. You start waking up early. You start exercising every day. It's like, wow, you know, I didn't know I could get abs. You start seeing your abs come in. You start seeing your body start changing. You start shedding off all that weight. You start making sure that your room's clean, that your drawers are clean, that your car's clean. You start smelling good. You start feeling good. You start, just by simply changing the way you express yourself in every situation. Nah, I just go out there and roast people and talk shit and this. Okay, let me know how that goes for you. Like, why would I know this? Because I was that guy many moons ago, but that I was that guy. And I thought it was funny. I thought it was silly. I'd get my giggles, whatever. I was just being like, in a phase of my life that's just what I needed to do. The faster I got out of it, the faster I got to like, hey, no, I'm ready to level up. So I ain't hating on anybody at whatever chapter you are in your life, whatever phase you are in your life. You're supposed to be there. But the faster you get out of the silly ones, the ones that just, you're going to look back and say, I can't believe I did that shit. That's so stupid. I was 20-something, 30-something, acting like a preteen. Age is nothing. It's whatever phase. You could act silly at preteen. You could act silly at 50-something. I've seen it across the board. But once you're ready to level up, once you're ready to change yourself, it's simple. Universal rules. You change it, your life starts changing. It's up to you. All right. Let's see. Anything else other than that? That's a wrap. If you're watching this on the replay, remember, don't forget to subscribe so you get notified. I do pop-up lives throughout the day, wherever I'm at, as long as I have time and Wi-Fi. I check in with you guys, see what's up. I give you a teaser of what we're going to be talking about later on in the night live. And then when I come in on the night live, we talk about it. And then I give you kind of something a little bit more focused, and we get into the subject. So make sure you subscribe so you get the notifications from YouTube on my pop-up lives that I do kind of randomly throughout the day. Those could be from a minute to 14 minutes to, it does, I don't know. I just got a little bit of time and I got Wi-Fi, so I hop on. And then I let you know what we're going to talk about. Sometimes I'll be able to answer some questions if they come in. I'll answer any, questions. Like I said, shout outs. I'll do quick little shout outs. Just whatever time in there. We're just kind of, shooting the breeze a little bit, especially right now. We got a real nice breeze. And then, and it's just a reminder of, hey, we're going to be talking about this. Get your questions ready. If we got time, I'm going on between 8 and 9 p.m. And then we come on here and we knock it out. So that's it for today. I'll get you guys I'll get at you tomorrow. Have a good one.